The goal is to normalize that feeling emotions of that success and abundance in our mind, in our physical body, in our nervous system. Because more you normalize this, the more you feel safe in your mind, in your physical body. And the more you shift this dominant baseline frequency of self, more you're going to change your vantage point of attracting and magnetizing better experiences. Welcome, everyone, to Be Your Unapologetic Self podcast show. And welcome to the part 2 of the series, Rising into Abundance. The second part of the series is all about aligning with your magnetic abundant self. And this is the fun and exciting part where we start shifting gears from any misaligned states to our higher authentic self-alignment, which is the magic zone of growth, of expansion, of quantum leap and abundance, you name it. Now, if you haven't listened to the part 1, which is all about clearing your abundance blocks, then I highly recommend you to listen to that first because it lays a foundation and groundwork which, once understood and implemented, you would be able to implement this work even more in deeper aspect and become more ready to rise to your next level of magnetic abundant self. So let's begin with this part 2, aligning with your magnetic abundant self. Now that you have cleared and released the unconscious conditioning around the limited story, you now begin the process of unleashing and uncovering your magnetic, authentic, abundant self. I want to clarify one thing before I go ahead with this process. This work is not about finding any shortcomings within or finding what's lacking within you or thinking that who you are is not enough or you need some fixing. No, it's not about that. In fact, quite contrary to such marketed beliefs, it's about knowing and owning our innate worth and value. It is about connecting with your authentic, bold, courageous, confident, empowered self so that you can rise above limitations and expand to your next level. That too with ease, alignment, and flow. This work is about understanding and owning the fact that we are innately whole, worthy, abundant, and magnetic beings in our natural state. This inner self rising, some call it as a soul rising or the rising of the divine within us. Now, let's just say for this particular episode, I'm going to call it is all about becoming and being your true magnetic abundant self. Because it is unleashing that version of you that's free of all limitations, that's free of the self-sabotaging patterns, attachment to ego consciousness, free from the identity which is anchored in the past pain or hurt experienced by that wounded inner girl or even wounded adult for that matter. It's once you step into your true self, you start leaving behind all the past conditioning, which then leads you to do things in a certain way. Because it's your past conditioning is keeping you looped into that constant pattern like procrastination, maybe overthinking, or maybe even questioning your self-worth, not owning your space or not using your voice. Now, this is about giving up all of these self-sabotaging patterns and also any of the externally imposed limitations from the external conditioning and from the societal norms and patterns, which are no more aligned to your true self. What we need to understand here is that we often think that it is our limited self, who we are being, is a natural part of us or it is a natural state of being. And being our abundant, empowered, higher self is something that we have to work towards it. But in fact, that is not at all the case. It's the other way around. In our own natural state, which is free of limitations and conditioning, we are innately abundant and magnetic beings. Now, this is not just motivational pep talk that I want to give here, nor it is any kind of a woo-woo, esoteric or philosophical concept. But rather what I'm sharing here is truly based on science. And being a student of science myself, I always love this connection of deep spiritual concepts and the inner transformational work with the scientific proofs. Now, let me explain here the scientific aspect and the basis to this. We now know through physics that everything is energy. In fact, we all are made up of energy. Yes, it is not just merely the physical, tangible part of us, our human flesh and bones that we are, but we are inherently made up of energy. Everything seen and unseen, the elements are connected via energy. Now, this energy travels in the field as a waveform in a specific frequency. And it is this frequency of that energy which communicates, which attracts, which sends and receives specific information. And different information, different experiences, they have their own different energy frequencies and waves. This is what we know now through physics, through several laws of physics and universe, and even scientific proofs to support them. Now, owing to this energy, we being energetic beings, we also have our own electromagnetic field around our physical bodies. This is something very similar to Earth's electromagnetic field. If you know of, our Earth also has an electromagnetic field around it and has its own energy frequency. Now, if you understand all of this, you would know that we all are innately magnetic in our natural essence. So, magnetism is very natural to us. In fact, if you think of it, if we think that we are not magnetic, that means that we are just caught up in some old conditioning and story. We are just leading unconsciously our life. And let me also clarify one more thing here. The magnetism that I'm speaking here about is not about charisma or the confidence. Those all are byproducts of the process, which you will understand shortly. What determines our baseline energy and frequency is what matters the most. So, of all the information that I've shared so far, this is something which is of very, very prime importance. The baseline energy and frequency that we individually embody determines the kind of result, the experience, results what we magnetize in our field and our reality. You must be questioning that what does determine our baseline energy and frequency? Well, it is our predominant thoughts, predominant emotions that we have on day-to-day basis, our beliefs, the major beliefs that we behold, our behaviors and our actions, and our identity, which we embody over a period of time. That is what goes into forming or determining our baseline energy and frequency. And that is also the reason why we did that step 1 of the process to clear the lower negative frequencies from our field. Because let's say if our predominant frequency, our baseline energy of ourself is rooted in lower frequency energy, then we would magnetize similar limited kind of results and experiences. This is also the reason why there is a saying that nothing changes if you don't change. Change always begins with self. So what can we do now to align with our innate magnetic abundant self energy and frequency? Well, to begin with, what we did in step 1, to consciously give up the old ways of being and doing things. Because a lot of the times, the way we show up, the way we do things, the way we behave, our behavioral patterns, our actions, our energy is unconsciously rooted in the scarcity programming or the lack. And this can be undone to begin with at a very preliminary level through powerful questioning as to what we are believing in, as to what story we are relying upon, and as to what we are creating from. That I've already mentioned in the previous podcast episode. And then if you are keen, then definitely I would highly recommend is to do the deep inner work, which is at the subconscious mindset level, which is at the somatic body base level, rewiring and realignment. So this episode and the step 2 and this process that I'm going to discuss now here is all about realignment with your true self, which is free of all conditioning and limitation. In part 1, we identified what was not serving us, all the past conditioning, all the limitations, all the BS stories and the limited identities. We release that. Now it is all about realignment, because our true self is not something which is out there in ethers or at the higher level. It is very much present within us. All we have to do is just connect with it and realign ourselves to that true, authentic, magnetic self. To make this process tangible and experiential, because at the end of the day, our goal is to embody the energy. And to do that, we have to feel the emotions of this true self frequency in our mind, in our body, in our nervous system, and as I like to call it, in basically every cell of your being. That is where things really start to progress. And we are going to do that by aligning with the identity of self who already has that desires of their success and abundance fulfilled. So the process I'm taking you through is rising into abundance. So imagine that version of you who already has their desires of success and abundance fulfilled. The goal is to normalize that feeling emotions of that success and abundance in our mind, in our physical body, in our nervous system. I've spoken about the importance of nervous system regulation also in the part 1 of the series. So that is what is the goal here. Because more you normalize this, the more you feel safe in your mind, in your physical body, the more you are going to allow this abundance to come to you. Embodying the energy and identity of this successful, abundant, aligned version of self, even before you have achieved the goal, result, or received your desire, isn't about being delusional. Some might call it that way, but how does it even matter? If you ask me, maybe it is about being delusional, but who cares? The whole idea here is to rewire your brain, your mind, your body and nervous system to be in alignment and thereby become your magnetic self, wherein you start to attract, magnetize and receive abundance with ease and flow. Now again, for this step, I'm going to share with you all a very powerful introspective questions that are going to help you receive clarity first and foremost about this true self identity, and also help you to embody that energy of higher abundant self identity on a day-to-day basis. Again, remember, the whole idea is just not to know this on a very, very philosophical or a conceptual level, but to implement it and get it into our daily lives, in our routines. So the idea here is to align and embody this version of self in your behaviors, in your habits, in your routines, and make it your second nature. To begin with, you have to be clear on what having success and abundance looks like to you. What does having success and abundance means to you? And very importantly, how does having this success and abundance feels to you? I'll repeat again. You have to be clear, get clear on what having success, abundance in any aspect of your life. So be clear on what having the success and abundance looks like, means to you, and most importantly, feels to you. And feeling, when I speak about it, is on all the levels, on your mental, on emotionally, how do you feel? Knowing that you already have that success and abundance. On physically, how do you feel? The more detailed and vivid is your success and abundance, the more you're going to feel connected to it. The more you're going to make it familiar to you. And the more you would be able to embody that energy frequency. So this is the part 1 to begin with. Get clarity, how it looks like, how it feels like, what does it mean to you also on a deeper level, not just on thinking level, but on emotional level, on physical level, and maybe even on spiritual level. What does it even mean to you? Second thing, which is also helpful, which I have seen happening a lot, is that the more you're also clear on your underlying purpose for having this success and abundance. Or definitely we all have our own reasons and purpose. The more you are clear on your purpose and more it is stronger, your reason to have this success and abundance, the more stronger the reason, more stronger is your why and the purpose, and more it is connected to not just with yourself. Definitely what we want, it is nothing selfish to have those desires. But if you also make those desires count something for the higher, greater good, especially when we talk about abundance. Abundance is something which is more than enough, an overflow. So how can you also help to be a greater good for others? So when these two things are accomplished, that is your purpose is very strong and it is for the higher greater good of all, you would be definitely driven more to work towards it and magnetize it in your reality. So these are the first two steps to begin with. And the next is a question which is very specific. How do you align with your true, abundant, authentic, magnetic self frequency? So here is a question for that. Firstly, ask yourself, who is that version of you who easily and effortlessly attracts and magnetizes the success and abundance you envision? I'll repeat again. Ask yourself, sit with yourself, and just ask, who is that version of you who easily and effortlessly attracts and magnetizes success and abundance you envision? And trust me, it is not that of a hard thing to really visualize or envision. It is about you yourself in that state of being who already has that success and abundance. And it does not mean that it has to be something which already has happened in the past. No, in fact, we are creating a new result here. But you can always go to certain past experience where you would have experienced similar kind of elevated energies and emotions when you accomplished some other things in life. And definitely all of us have one or the other of those things where we felt that accomplishment, that joy, or just that pure energy of truly being happy for that matter. It also does not have to be something which is very, very huge, humongous, like achieving something and becoming a winner or at something. It is just to connect with that version of you who you know very deep within can easily and effortlessly attract and magnetize the success and abundance you envision. You will get the answer to this question. You will receive the answer. The next supplement question to this is, what are the habits, routines, behavior of this abundant version of self that would make their success and abundance inevitable? Once you start envisioning and connecting with that version of you who is able to easily and effortlessly attract that abundance that you envision, easily you also would be able to entail the habits, routines, and behavior. Remember, again, the whole work that we are doing here to connect with your abundant magnetic self is so that once you become that version, once you start embodying that energy, you start showing up from that energy frequency and start taking action from that energy. Because nothing would change if you don't take any action. But here what we are doing is that we are taking action from a much more elevated and a much more aligned frequency so that we magnetize a desired abundance or even more. Next, the third question is, what is the dominant energy of your most successful abundant self? Now, answer here could be that their dominant frequency of my abundant self is that they feel predominantly expansive, they feel open, they feel loved, they feel powerful, they feel abundant, they feel free, and they feel sovereign maybe, or even wealthy. Whatever comes to your mind that is going to help you be clear on this dominant energy. And this is a very important question to know and realize. And the answer that you get and that truly clicks and aligns with you is what you have to stay with. And that is what is going to help you. Because the more you contemplate and are clear on the successful, abundant version of yourself, the more you would be able to embody their energy, which could be in confidence, in courage, being fulfilled, free, expansive, and abundant, and you embody it in your present moment. And that is how we start shifting gears from being in lack consciousness or being in the past conditioning of limitations, moving into much more abundant, aligned state. And from this state, we start to take aligned, consistent action with this energy. And the more you shift this dominant baseline frequency of self, more you're going to change your vantage point of attracting and magnetizing better experiences. Period. This is how this thing is done. Thus, the whole idea is to work on your inner alignment so that you can take consistent aligned action, make those bold moves, step up, take aligned risk regardless of your past or current outcomes. With internal alignment, with your abundant magnetic self-alignment, you are clear on your next move. You are clear with what to do. You know that aligned, expansive action that you need to make. You act on your powerful intuition, on your higher self guidance. You accept the dualities of success and failure without attaching any meaning to the failure or to the outcome. Most importantly, you also know the importance of staying surrendered and unattached to the outcome because you know the power of this aligned, inspired, guided action, which creates a very powerful momentum. So, by being expansive and abundant self, you start doing abundant, aligned, action oriented tasks and steps, which creates a powerful momentum. And then, inevitably, you start receiving success or abundance you envision, or even more better than that. And this is not just a one time process, this is something which is we continue to evolve, get better, expand, and keep to continuously grow. And this is what I wanted to share with you all today in this episode of aligning with your magnetic abundant self. I hope you enjoyed this episode, which was all about aligning and magnetizing the abundance and rising into the abundance. Let me know what steps you are going to take to align and embody your magnetic abundant version of self, because progress is always in action. And stay tuned for the part 3 of the Rising into Abundance series, which is the final finale part of this series, which is all about quantum co-creation and receiving the abundance from ease and flow. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode. Do subscribe to the podcast show Be Your Unapologetic Self so that you know about the upcoming episodes as well. And if you are interested to deep dive into the process of aligning with your abundant self and staying in this alignment on a deeper level, do check out my monthly membership coaching, The Rising Source, where I help women to step into their higher alignment, to stay aligned with their empowered higher self so that they can rise to higher potential possibilities in their life, in their work, in their business. You can check details of the membership platform and the monthly coaching membership from the link in the episode show note. And I also offer exclusive 1:1 coaching for women who want to further deep dive and help them elevate in their life, in their work, in their business through this powerful process of quantum co-creation, of energetics, and of mindset and body-based work. If you're interested to do this work on a deeper level, 1:1 with me, you can again apply through this link, which I'll be leaving in the episode show note. Thank you again for listening to this episode. Stay tuned for the further episodes on Be Your Unapologetic Self podcast show. Thank you so much.